So Rachel, you've been here before for the, yeah, you've been here, so you know what we do. We just do what we do. And I would love if you'd like to start, would you?
Definitely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nothing I see means anything. The reason this is so is that I see nothing, and nothing has no meaning. It is necessary that I recognize this, that I may learn to see. What I think I see now is taking the place of vision. I must let it go by realizing it has no meaning, so that vision may take its place. Nothing I see means anything. I have given what I see all the meaning it has for me. I have judged everything I look upon, and it is this and only this I see. This is not vision. It is merely an illusion of reality, because my judgments have been made quite apart from reality. I am willing to recognize the lack of validity in my judgments because I want to see. My judgments have hurt me, and I do not want to see according to them. I have given what I see all the meaning it has for me.
Thank you, love. Thank you. All right, Viviana, would you mind in the next couple, please? Thank you.
I do not understand. I do not understand anything I see. How could I understand what I see when I have judged it amiss? What I see is the projection of my own errors of thought. I do not understand what I see because it is not understandable. There's no sense in trying to understand it. There's every reason to let it go and make room for what can be seen and understood and loved. I can exchange what I see now for this merely by being willing to do so. Is not this a better choice than the one I made before? I do not understand anything I see. These thoughts do not mean anything. The thoughts of which I am aware do not mean anything because I'm trying to think without God. What I call my thoughts are not my real thoughts. My real thoughts are the thoughts I think with God. I am not aware of them. I am not aware of them because I have made my thought to take their place. I'm willing to recognize that my thoughts do not mean anything and to let them go. I choose to have them replaced by what they were intended to replace. My thoughts are meaningless, but all creation lies in a thought I think with God. I love that sentence. All creation lies in a thought I think with God.
Yeah.
These thoughts do not mean anything.
Read that last sentence again. I can hear it 3 times.
My thoughts are meaningless, but all creation lies.
Are you the only one?
It's awesome. Hey, she's not. She's never alone. Holy Son of God is never alone.
My thoughts are meaningless, but all creation lies in the thoughts I think with God. All creation lies in a thought I think with God.
I agree, love. What's your name?
Savi.
Kari?
Savi.
Spell it because I can't hear it.
Xavi.
Oh, I can't really. It starts with an X? Okay, well, I'm done. I'm out.
The ego made it up. She wanted it unique.
Oh, look at this one. TYNA. Nice to meet you. Thumbs up for that one. Your mom did great, right?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Hey, Doug. Hey, brother.
Why, hello there.
Good to see you. I'm going to come to you next. I'm going to give you a minute to just
Yeah.
settle in.
Yeah, I've got to settle into this great energy. My God, I should have come on a few minutes earlier. This is fantastic.
No, you brought it with you. You brought it. You brought the party, brother. You just increased it. That's all. Ideas are increased by sharing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll come back to you. So happy that you're here.
Thank you too.
All right, my sis Anna, if you would, please. Thank you. Just take a breath.
I am never upset for the reason I think. I am never upset for the reason I think, because I am constantly trying to justify my thoughts. I am constantly trying to make them true. I make all things my enemies so that my anger is justified and my attacks are warranted. I have not realized how much I have missed everything I see by assigning this role to it. I have done this to defend a thought system that has hurt me and that I no longer want. I am willing to let it go. I am never upset for the reason I think. I am upset because I see what is not there. Reality is never frightening. It is impossible that it could upset me. Reality brings only perfect peace. When I am upset, it is always because I have replaced reality with illusions I made up. The illusions are upsetting because I have given them reality and thus regard reality as an illusion. Nothing in God's creation is affected in any way by this confusion of mine. I am always upset by nothing. I am upset because I see what is not there.
You should go ahead and do the next one.
I see only the past. Look about, I condemn the world I look upon. Being, I hold the past against everyone and everything, making them my enemies. When I have forgiven myself and remembered who I am, I will bless everyone and everything I see. There will be no past, and therefore no enemies. And I will look with love on all that I failed to see before. I see only the past.
Thank you. All right, brother.
I can hear you. I'm just doing a few things.
Talking to my other brother. We see you.
Oh.
And we
Oh,
heard
you
you.
can see me? Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I'm just
No.
uploading some stuff.
Impossible. So we'll see you when we see you. For real, for real.
Is it? All right, I won't be long.
All right, love. All right, Doug.
Yes, we're on number 8.
Yes. After I see only the past.
Yes.
Now what?
So my mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. I see only my thoughts, and my mind is preoccupied with the past. What then can I see as it is? Let me remember that I look on the past to prevent the present from dawning on my mind. Let me understand that I'm trying to use time against God. Let me learn to give the past away, realizing that in doing so, I am giving up nothing. Let me learn
Thank you.
to give the past away, realizing that in doing so, I am giving up nothing. That is such a good line.
Say it again.
Let me learn to give the past away, realizing that in doing so, I am giving up nothing. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts.
There you go. Thank you.
Wow. I see nothing as it is now. If I see nothing as it is now, it can truly be said that I see nothing. I can see only what is now. I can see only what is now. The choice is not whether to see the past or the present. The choice is merely whether to see or not. I repeat, the choice is not whether to see the past or the present. The choice is merely whether to see or not. What I have chosen to see has cost me my vision. Now I would choose again. Now I would choose again that I may see. I see nothing as it is now.
Do another one.
My thoughts do not mean anything. I have no private thoughts. Yet it is only private thoughts of which I am aware. What can these thoughts mean? They do not exist, so they mean nothing. Yet my mind is part of creation and part of its creator. Would I not rather join the thinking of the universe than to obscure all that is really mine with my pitiful and meaningless private thoughts? Would I not rather join the thinking of the universe than to obscure all that is really mine with my pitiful and meaningless private thoughts? My thoughts do not mean anything.
Would I not rather join?
Yes, exactly.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Rachel. I'm gonna take a big breath. Do a few, please. Yeah, there you go.
My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world.
Yes, breathe.
Since the thoughts of which I am aware do not mean anything, the world that pictures them can have no meaning. What is producing this world is insane, and so is what it produces. Reality is not insane, and I have real thoughts as well as insane ones. I can therefore see a real world if I look to my real thoughts as my guide for seeing. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world.
Beautiful.
I am upset because I see a meaningless world. Insane thoughts are upsetting. They produce a world in which there is no order anywhere. Only chaos rules a world that represents chaotic thinking, and chaos has no laws. I cannot live in peace in such a world. I am grateful that this world is not real, and that I need not see it at all unless I choose to value it. And I do not choose to value what is totally insane and has no meaning.
Can you pause? Just take a really deep breath and read the whole thing again. And just take your time, love.
I am upset because I see a meaningless world.
Just breathe.
Insane thoughts are upsetting. They produce a world in which there is no order anywhere. Only chaos rules a world that represents chaotic thinking, and chaos has no laws. I cannot live in peace in such a world. I am grateful that this world is not real and that I need not see it at all unless I choose to value it. And I do not choose to value what is totally insane and has no meaning. I am upset because I choose to see a meaningless world. A meaningless world engenders fear. The totally insane engenders fear because it is completely undependable and offers no grounds for trust. Nothing in madness is dependable. It holds out no safety and no hope. But such a world is not real. I have given it the illusion of reality, and I have suffered from my belief in it. Now,
Yes.
I choose to withdraw this belief, and I place my trust in reality. In choosing this, I will escape all the effects of the world of fear because I am acknowledging that it doesn't exist. A
Tell me
world
the
of
title of
fear,
that. Tell me the title of that one.
a meaningless world engenders fear.
Thank you. Yeah. Do another one, please. Thank you.
God did not create a meaningless world. How can a meaningless world exist if God did not create it? He is the source of all meaning, and everything that is real is in his mind. It is in my mind too, because he created it with me. Why should I continue to suffer from the effects of my own insane thoughts when the perfection of creation is my home? Let me remember the power of my decision and recognize where I really abide. God did not create a meaningless world.
Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you so much, sis. Bibiana.
My thoughts are images that I have made. Whatever I see reflects my thoughts. It is my thoughts that tell me where I am and what I am. The fact that I see a world in which there is suffering and loss and death shows me that I am seeing only the representation of my insane thoughts. And I am not allowing my real thoughts to cast their beneficent light on what I see. Yet God's way is sure. Yes, God's way is sure. Images I have made cannot prevail against him because it is not my will that they do so. My will is his, and I will place no other gods before him. I will place no other gods before him. My thoughts are images I have made. Yeah. I have no neutral thoughts. Neutral thoughts are impossible because all thoughts have power. They will either make a false world or lead me to the real one. But thoughts cannot be without effects. As the world I see arises from my thinking errors, so will the real world rise before my eyes as I let my errors be corrected.
Ooh.
My thoughts cannot be neither true nor false. They must be one or the other. What I see shows me which they are. I have no neutral thoughts. I see no neutral things. What I see witnesses to what I think. If I did not think, I would not exist. Because life is thought. Let me look on the world I see as the representation of my own state of mind.
Ooh.
I know that my state of mind can change. And so I also know the world I see can change as well. I see no neutral things.
Yeah. You should read the next one too, please.
I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. If I have no private thoughts, I cannot see a private world. Even the mad idea of separation had to be shared before it could form the basis of the world I see. Yet that sharing was a sharing of nothing. I can also call upon my real thoughts, which share everything with everyone. My real thoughts, which share everything with everyone. As my thoughts of separation call to the real, as my thoughts of separation call to the separation thoughts of others. So my real thoughts awaken the real thoughts in them. And the world my real thoughts show me will dawn on their sight as well as mine. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing.
You want to read those last two sentences again, right? Don't you?
Yeah, I want number 6 even one. As my thoughts of separation call to the separation thoughts of others. Separation thoughts of others. So my real thoughts awaken the real thoughts in them. And the world my real thoughts show me will dawn on their sight as well as mine. I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing.
Ooh. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anna, read a few, please.
I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. I am alone in nothing. Everything I think or say or do teaches all the universe. A son of God cannot think or speak or act in vain. He cannot be alone in anything. It is therefore in my power to change every mind along with mine, for mine is the power of God. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. I am determined to see. Recognizing the shared nature of my thoughts, I am determined to see. I am determined to see. I would look upon the witnesses that show me the thinking of the world has been changed. I would behold the proof that what has been done through me has enabled love to replace fear, laughter to replace tears, and abundance to replace loss. I would look upon the real world and let it teach me that my will and the will of God are one. I am determined to see. I am determined to see things differently. What I see now are but signs of disease, disaster, and death. This cannot be what God created for his beloved Son. The very fact that I see such things is proof that I do not understand God. Therefore, I also do not understand his Son. What I see tells me that I do not know who I am. I am determined to see the witnesses to the truth in me, rather than those which show me an illusion of myself. I am determined to see things differently.
Do another.
What I see is a form of vengeance. The world I see is hardly the representation of loving thoughts. It is a picture of attack on everything by everything. It is anything but a reflection of the love of God and the love of his Son. It is my own attack thoughts that give rise to this picture. My loving thoughts will save me from this perception of the world and give me the peace of God and give me the peace God intended me to have. What I see is a form of vengeance.
You have to read the second one. You have to read the next one. Herein lies salvation.
I can escape from this world by giving up attack thoughts. Herein lies salvation and nowhere else. Without attack thoughts, I could not see a world of attack. As forgiveness allows love to return to my awareness, I will see a world of peace and safety and joy. And it is this I choose to see in place of what I look on now. I can escape from this world by giving up attack thoughts.
Thank you. Ooh, herein lies salvation and nowhere else. All right, brother.
So I do not perceive my own best. How can I recognize my own best interests when I do not know who I am? What I think of my best interests would merely bind me closer to the world of illusions. I am willing to follow the guide God has given me to find out what my own best interests are, recognizing that I cannot perceive them by myself. I am willing to follow the guide God has given me to find out what my own best interests are, recognizing I cannot perceive them by myself. I do not perceive my own best interests.
Bit of good news.
I do not know what anything is for. I mean, I do not know what anything is for. To me, the purpose of everything is to prove that my illusions about myself are real. It's for this purpose that I attempt to use everyone and everything. It is for this that I believe the world is for. Therefore, I do not recognize its real purpose. The purpose I've given the world has led to a frightening picture of it. The purpose I have given the world has led to a frightening picture of it. Let me open my mind to the world's real purpose by withdrawing the one I have given it and learning the truth about it. I do not know what anything is for.
Another one.
My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. How can I know who I am when I see myself as under constant attack? I repeat, how can I know who I am when I see myself under constant attack? Pain, illness, loss, age, death, they all seem to threaten me. All my hopes and wishes and plans appear to be at the mercy of a world that I cannot control. Yet perfect security and complete fulfillment are my inheritance. And I've tried to give up my inheritance away in exchange for the world that I see. But God is my inheritance safely. My own real thoughts will teach me what it is. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability.
Thank you, brother.
Yes.
Rachel, I feel you want to say this.
Oh, yeah. Above all else, I want to see. Recognizing that what I see reflects what I think I am, I realize that vision is my greatest need. The world I see attests to the fearful nature of the self-image I have made. If I would remember who I am, it is essential that I let this image of myself go. And it is replaced by truth. Vision will surely be given me. And with this vision, I will look upon the world and on myself with charity and love. With this vision, I will look upon the world and on myself with charity and love.
Yeah.
Above all, above again, yeah.
Yeah.
And with this vision, I will look upon the world and on myself with charity and with love. Above all else, I want to see. Above all else, I want to see differently. The world I see holds my fearful self-image in place and guarantees it continues its continuance. While I see the world as I see it now, truth cannot enter my awareness. I would let that door behind this world be opened for me, that I may look past it to the world that reflects the love of God. Above all else, I want to see differently. God is in everything I see. Behind every distorted image I have made, the truth remains unchanged. Behind every veil I have drawn across the face of love, its light remains undimmed. Beyond all of my insane wishes is my will, united with the will of my Father. God is still everywhere and in everything forever. And we who are a part of him will yet look past all appearances and recognize the truth beyond them all. The truth remains unchanged. Love's light remains undimmed. God is in everything I see. God is in everything I see because God is in my mind. In my own mind, behind all my insane thoughts of separation and attack, is the knowledge that all is one forever. I have not lost the knowledge of who I am because I have forgotten it. It has been kept for me in the mind of God, who has not left his thoughts. And I, who am among them, am one with them and one with him. God is in everything I see because God is in my mind.
Do another one.
I am not a victim of the world that I see. How can I be a victim of the world that can be completely undone if I so choose? My chains are loosened. I can drop them off merely by desiring to do so. The prison door is open. I can leave simply by walking out. Nothing holds me in this world. Only my wish to stay keeps me prisoner. I give up my insane wishes and walk into the sunlight at last. Not I would, I do. I am not a victim of the world I see.
Read that title again. It's like
I am
something
not,
there.
I am not a victim of the world I see.
You're not the victim. Read it one more time.
I am not the victim
There you
of the world I see.
go. Sit with that. Thank you, sis. It was beautiful. Thank you. Brother, you here?
I'm here. I'm just finishing up 2 little things and I'll be with you.
Okay, then Viviana.
I have
Oh, one
invented.
end left. Sorry.
I'm gonna mute you.
I have invented the world I see. I made up the prison in which I see myself. All I need to do is recognize this and I am free. I have deluded myself into believing it is possible to imprison the Son of God. I was bitterly mistaken in this belief, which I no longer want. The Son of God must be forever free. He is as God created him, and not what I would make of him. He is where God would have him be, and not where I thought to hold him prisoner. I have invented the world I see. There is another way of looking at a world. Since the purpose of the world is not the one I ascribe to it, there must be another way of looking at it. I see everything upside down, and my thoughts are opposite of truth. I see the world as a prison for God's Son. It must be, then, that the world is really a place where he can be set free. I would look upon the world as it is and see it as a place where the Son of God finds his freedom. There's another way of looking at the world.
Read another one. Oh, read this one.
I could see peace instead of this. When I see the world as a place of freedom, I realize that it reflects the laws of God instead of the rules I made up for it to obey. I will understand that peace, not war, abides in it. And I will perceive that peace also abides in the hearts of all who share this place with me. I could see peace instead of this.
Thank you.
Could.
Thank you.
If only.
It's entirely possible to see peace instead of this.
Decision.
First, you have to understand. You have to understand what this is. It's like, what is this? Oh, this is my miscreation. Until you understand that what you're seeing, what it actually is, you're not able to take ownership of it. It seems to be something outside of yourself. So it's just my dream. It's my imagination. It's my complete fabrication of what I think life is and what life should be, rather than allowing life to be exactly as it is. Which is pretty funny, because it's like that's the bottom line for any healing, is to be able to accept responsibility for everything. Absolutely everything. Even though we seem to be beset by the notion and the idea that things are someone else's responsibility or someone else's ideas. But when I step back, it's like, oh, I can see peace instead of this, because this only exists in my own thinking. That's it. Everything is ideas. God is an idea.